Hello, welcome, good evening, hi, welcome, or good whatever time it is that you're watching this. Welcome. This is a special episode of the Therapy Gecko podcast. This is a special episode. There will be no callers in this episode. It will just be me, alone, ranting into a microphone. I've been wanting to try something new. I've been wanting to try something different. I've been doing this podcast for about 4 years now. A little over 4 years now, and it's mainly just been me and occasionally someone else talking to people on the phone, and I wanted to challenge myself to see if I can do an entire hour just ranting to myself. I mean, it's technically, there's more than that. I have, all right, so yesterday, I went on Instagram, and I made an Instagram story, and I was like, I'm going to do a viewer mail episode of the podcast. Please send words. That was all I specified, was words. I said, please send words to therapygeckomail@gmail.com. And so I'm going to read as many of the emails that people sent me as I can. I'm streaming live on Twitch while I'm recording this, so maybe I'll talk to the chat. But basically, this is kind of like, it's gonna be a little bit of my therapy session in a way. I might talk about my life, or I might not, or I might just delve into what the people email me. It's funny because I've always been kind of bad at like the Dear Abby format. I don't consider myself like an advice guy, but Dear Abby, it's like here's my long thing, and then here's Abby's long response. I don't really do that. I like to get into the conversation with folks. I find that makes me more comfortable. But I want to try something new. I want to challenge myself. I've been bored, and look, people like to talk about themselves. That's why I think so many people call into this show. It's because they want to talk about themselves. They want to be here. They want to be heard. And I thought to myself, wait a minute. What if I just talked for an hour, uninterrupted by anyone or anything? It's so weird because I think that's most podcasts. Like, I only live in the universe of my own podcast. So, like, to me, podcasting is, like, synonymous with taking viewer calls because it's what I do. But I realized, like, you don't have to do that for every episode. Most people have a guest, but sometimes you really can just rant for an hour. I don't know if it'll be good, but I don't really even care about that. I just care that I tried. That's all that matters to me. So, I'm just going to get into it. I'm sitting in front of my laptop right now. Let's start. Let's look at some viewer emails here. Okay. Let's see. All right. As of now, I have 87 emails. Let's start at the very first one. I'm not going to read people's name. Maybe I'll read their initials. Okay, the first one is from Lyle Drescher. It says, hey. That was me testing to see if this email worked. All right, next one is from JG. Hi, Lyle. Hey, JG. I'm a little nervous. I don't really know what to say. I'm a big fan of the podcast and stream. You've helped me get through many long and strenuous work days. Your podcast has made me realize that we all really do live similar lives, deal with similar problems, similar thought patterns, etc. You have reinforced my love for psychology and have helped me gain an appreciation of life. Thank you, Geck. That's so nice. That's so kind. It is. It's a little weird to me because I don't feel like I really. I mean, there's psychological and anthropological aspects to what I do, but I'm not a scientist or thing like that. You know, I'm just chatting with people. I don't have a degree in anything. I'm not even like trying to pretend like I do. But I'm happy that podcast helps people. I'm trying to get, you know what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to get better at like receiving praise, because I'm so appreciative that people are listening to this crap, but I get like really uncomfortable when I get a lot of praise. You know, so I'm trying to be, but I also think like if people are praising you and you're like, nah, I suck, whatever, you're being a little bit of a dick, and then B, you're just reinforcing low self-esteem. So I've been trying to think of myself more as like a person who maybe does have some form of value to offer to other people, maybe through my lived experience and stuff. But I don't want to get too up my own dick hole, because I hate those people. I hate people. But anyone who, when you meet someone and they don't hate themselves at least a little bit, I don't like them. So I really am trying to cultivate a proper amount of like, okay, let me like love myself enough that I don't hate life, and I feel confident and competent, because that's a good way to go through life. But let me hate myself just enough that I'm still feel like a regular human being. Okay, thank you, Jared. Y'all use first names. I'm just gonna, this guy's Jared, whatever. There's a million Jareds. All right, this is from Angie. Subject is, I am dating someone as old as my stepdad. Hold on, let me make sure this is recording. All right, this looks like it's recording. Hold on, let me check on Twitch. All right, this looks like it's working. All right. I am dating someone as old as my stepdad. Also, I'm not putting any of this shit on the screen. I'm just going to read it. Okay. From Angie. Hello, Gek. I feel I have been keeping a secret from most of my friends and family. I met a guy on Reddit a little over a month ago, and we hit it off really well. The thing is, he lives in Poland, and I live in America. He is also 20 years older than me. For context, I am 23. I plan to visit him in November, when I will be staying in Poland for 2 months. I am even thinking of moving in with him after this time if things go well. Okay. All right. I don't plan on telling my family much about my trip to Poland, since I don't know if I'll be coming back home. My boyfriend makes me feel happy and is supportive. Okay, so when she said my boyfriend, I was like, is there a boyfriend that you're, like, you have a separate boyfriend? But okay, when she says a boyfriend, I think she's referring to the older dude in Poland. Okay, my boyfriend makes me feel happy and is supportive, but I get anxious thinking about what other people will think of us together. To add to this situation, I also have a 6-month-old daughter who will be coming with me. Oh my God, her father isn't involved, so I would really like my boyfriend to be a dad for her. Am I crazy for thinking a future with him could work? Oh, geez. Oh, man. Okay, I have questions. See, this is what, all right, I'm going to challenge myself to give thoughts, even though I feel like I normally would have a situation I'd ask questions. All right, so I guess I have a few thoughts about this. One is like, I mean, look, man, it sounds from this that you've never met this guy. I met a guy, and you met him a little over a month ago? You're 23. I have no, like, okay, a couple things. One, you know, like, I get it's like, I have no problem with this person, like, going to Poland to, like, meet this guy. Do it in a public place, preferably, for the first meeting. You know, maybe not go to his house immediately, but you know, I don't have a problem with meeting this guy. I do think this person seems like they're putting a lot of expectations on this initial meeting. You know, like I met this guy a little over a month ago, and I already want him to, well, he's already her boyfriend. She's calling him her boyfriend, but it's like they haven't even. I get that we live in a fucking digital universe and people are getting together on Discord and stuff, but you should meet a guy before we call him our boyfriend. I'm anxious thinking about what other people will think of us together. I think what other people think of your relationship is the last problem that I have with this. The problem I have with this is that it seems like you're putting a lot of expectations on this person that you've never met. You want to move in with him, and then B, you want him to like be a dad for your daughter. Yeah, I guess if I had to like give advice to this person, I would be like, I don't think there's anything wrong with like going to Poland and having a little weird Polish adventure with a weird Polish guy. But don't expect to move in with him or have him be don't expect anything from this guy. I don't have a problem with going to Poland and meeting him, but I just think there's too many expectations that we're putting into this situation right now. And also just, a month ago, if you've been dating for like 2 years and you've never met, but you want to call him your boyfriend, maybe, but like, just meet the guy first. And dear God, meet him in public. Don't go to his fucking house. All right. Kobe Craft says, hi. Subject line, hi. Hey, Gek, listener from Belgium here. Really like your podcast. Keep it up. Mail me back, and I'll send you some chocolate, maybe. Should I just send this guy my home address? Should I just completely dox myself so I can get some Belgian chocolate from Kobe Craft? Let me see what the chat thinks about that Angie thing. All right, everyone in the chat seems to completely agree with. I don't think it's a controversial take. I don't think she's necessarily about to get murdered, but I'm not like don't ever do anything or meet anyone ever because you might die. But like, play it safe, play it cautious. Anyway, all right. No, don't send me. You can send me chocolate, but I'm trying to. I was gonna say I'm trying to lose weight, but I don't want to publicly say that I'm trying to lose weight because then when you guys watch the podcast and I look fatter 6 months from now, you're gonna use that against me. All right, this is from Samantha. Hi, Gek. My boyfriend and I met you recently at your show in Toronto. We drove a total of 8 hours to be there, and it was totally worth it. Thank you very much. I was cool and chill until you said hi, and then I blocked out from nervousness. I think it was a good interaction, though. I promise you, it was a good interaction. I'll tell a story real quick. I'm insane, so occasionally I will search myself up on Reddit because I'm insane. It's a thing I'm trying to really stop doing because it's just such an insane thing to do, to go on Reddit and search Therapy Gecko and see if people are talking about me. It brings truly nothing productive or beneficial to my life and is a habit I'm trying to stop doing as part of my general social media refrigerator checking. But anyway, I fucking searched myself and I found this post from this girl who was like, I think she posted in like r/anxiety or something like that, and she wrote something like, oh my God, I'm so, she was like, oh my God, I feel like so shitty because I met the Therapy Gecko at one of his live shows, and I think I said something weird, and I think I totally embarrassed myself, and I walked away from that interaction feeling like so embarrassed. And I was reading this, and I was like, I don't remember that, and B, it's like, you're totally fine. You came to my fucking show, and you paid me $30, and you waited in line to talk to me. I don't, we're good, dude. Thank you. Thanks for coming to my thing. I'm never like, oh, that person sucked. Even if I meet somebody and they actually are kind of weird to me, I still don't care. It's like lasts like 2 seconds. Thanks for coming to the show. It's fine. So I felt bad. I really felt bad because I've been in like on the other end of it, like situations like that where I'm like, oh no, that was a weird social interaction that I can never fix, and I fucking hate that feeling, and I would never want to give that feeling to another person. The same thing, by the way, the same thing happened to me in reverse. I went on, these are more adventures in looking myself up on Reddit. I looked myself up, and I found a post from this girl being like, I met the therapy gecko at his meet and greet in Austin, and I told him it was my birthday, and he didn't say happy birthday, so I'm not a fan anymore, and I'm really disappointed in him. And that one I was a little bit like, fuck you, come on. But anyway, whatever. All right, sorry. Anyway. Maybe this rant episode was a bad idea. But you know what? No, it's not. You know what? These are real. You know what? No. These are real feelings that I am expressing. And it's okay. It's okay. I have a friend, and she told me she's trying to be angry more often because it's okay to express anger. And I was like, I like that. I resonate with that. I take back the fuck you if the person who I forgot to say happy birthday with is listening to this. We're cool. We're cool. We're cool. Everyone, we're cool. There's no one I'm not cool with. All right, back to this email. I was cool and chill until you said hi, and then I blocked out from nervousness. I think it was a good interaction, though. I wanted to know, do you keep recording the pods while you're on the road? No, I record them before I leave, and then I kind of batch them out. Or do you backlog episodes and release them? Is it a secret? No, it's not. If that's cool, that's cool, keep your secrets. You just seem like a very busy gecko. P.S. When you asked the Logan Paul lookalike if he had any prime, I laughed harder than I had all year. Thank you. I appreciate that. There was a guy in Toronto who did look like Logan Paul. Sometimes I feel very busy, and then other times I feel unemployed. But I think that's okay. I think like there's a weird thing in like 9 to 5. This has a weird thing in like work culture in general, where it's like where there's a weird thing in work culture in general where it's like you have to work 40 hours a week, and it's like there's whatever your job is, and just do that job, and it doesn't really matter how long it takes you. Like that's how work I think should work. It's like just do whatever your fucking job is, and if it takes you 10 hours, that's cool, and if it takes you 40 hours, then okay. But the whole thing of like you need to work specific amount of hours is, I think, overplayed. Thanks, Samantha. Thanks for coming to the show. I appreciate it. That was really fun. Okay, this is from Elias. The subject line is hello. Okay. Let's see here. Hey, Geck. Love listening to your show. Think you're a super great guy and just about one of the realest people on the internet. Thanks, man. I know you get that a lot. I've always wanted to call in, but Twitch banned my account. Why did Twitch... Where's this going? After someone stole my email, and I never got around to making a new one, so I never know when you're on. I always listen to the podcast, though. You should do a live show in Albuquerque, New Mexico sometimes. I did a college show in Albuquerque a couple years ago at the University of New Mexico. That was really fun. Shout out, I don't remember the name of the college kid who booked me, but there was a good gang of folks. Shout out whoever does student events at UNM. I know a lot of people here that love your stuff, and I think you get a hell of a kick out of the town. I got a hell of a kick out of the town. I like the mountains. It was cool. I'm in college right now, and I'm chronically addicted to cheating on my boyfriend. Okay. I'm in college right now, and I'm chronically addicted to cheating on my boyfriend of 2 years. It's kind of becoming a big problem because he wants to move in together, but it's just not as fun being with him if I'm not cheating on him. Jesus. Let me read that again. I'm chronically addicted to cheating on my boyfriend of 2 years. It's kind of becoming a big problem because he wants to move in together, but it's just not as fun being with him if I'm not cheating on him. That part of me think is this person might be fucking. That's such a blatant statement that I really believe that this person is fucking with me. If this person's listening to this and they're not fucking with me, just break up with your boyfriend. What are you doing? Break up with your boyfriend and see a therapist, man. I hope you're having a great day and keep on gecking. Sent from my iPhone. All right. Well, I don't. How are you? What do you mean you're chronically addicted? Like to the thrill? Jesus Christ. All right. Just break up with your boyfriend, man. Let him be. All right. Mackenzie, a poem. Oh crap! I read their last. All right, we'll cut out their last name. We're gonna cut out their last name. All right, it's from Mackenzie. This is a poem for the Geck. Green leaves. Hold on, I'm reading the chat. Someone said that's rage bait. I think that's rage bait. I think that's not real. But I don't know. The fact that she wrote chronically, or it could be a guy, Elias. Anyway, all right. I think it's rage bait, but whatever. Mackenzie, this is a poem for the Geck. Green leaves bask in the sunlight, swaying ever so slightly. Green trees line the sidewalks, standing tall, strong, and united. Green stripes scattered amongst the rooftop. Are you guys getting a visual of this? From a green hand, a human hand emerged. The hand of the Geck. To geck or to be gecked is thy question. Geck, oh holy Geck. I don't know how I feel about holy Geck, but rise above the adversity. I'm trying to rise above the adversity. Rise, people of Geck Nation. Rise to the curiosity that Geck inspires. Green bean, oh green gecko. You were never meant to be green, only loved. Holy shit. You were never meant to be green, only loved. That, I don't even know what that means. I mean, I have an idea of what that means, but that's powerful. I am tired. You can finish the poem. Sorry that it got kind of weird. That's fine. That's okay. Here is a link to the website that has different shades of green. Okay, I'll click this. Oh, it's a website with a bunch of shades of green. That's nice. Thank you for the poem, Mackenzie. That's very nice. You were never meant to be green, only loved. That's an interesting debate. If humans are inherently worthy of love. People like to say that, but I don't know how true it is. I'm not saying it's not true, but like, I don't know. What about Hitler? You know, that's the like okay. Anytime, this is what I always think. Anytime somebody like goes on like a kind of a spiritual thing where they're like, oh, you know, everyone deserves love, everyone deserves kindness. I'm like, I go in there immediately with the hard questions. I'm like, what about Hitler? Does he deserve to be loved? I don't know. I'm saying, do we have exceptions? I think, like, when I think about these things, when I think about, like, because I have gone down my own mental rabbit holes of, like, these things of, like, we all deserve love, we are all each other, you are everyone. I really do think about these things, and I'm like, you can't just be convenient about it, you know? Like, you know those guys, you know when there's a story on the news about a lady who, like, leaves a baby in a hot car and the baby dies? Like, should we love her too? Maybe. I don't know. Probably. If that's, I don't think we can just pick and choose if we're gonna be all, you know, holy about it. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know why I don't know what I'm talking about. Thanks for the poem. I don't know why I had to make that into a whole thing. All right. What's the chat say? Someone says, if Adolf had been loved properly, I don't think he would have killed anyone, LOL. Maybe. I don't know. All right. I am committed to not talking about Hitler for the rest of this stream. All right. This might be a long podcast because A, because I'm having fun doing it, and B, because we have 81 more emails to read. Okay. This is from Andrea. Dear Geck, I love your streams and you've made my life so much better. Thank you, Andrea. I'm trying a new thing. Sometimes when people are praising me and being nice to me, I say to them, I say, like, someone will say, like, I really like what you're doing. And I'll say, I'm trying my best. And I have a friend, and she was like, you got to stop saying that because it implies that you're not doing it. And I was like, you know what? I'll give you that. That's true. So now it's part of my self-love journey. I'm just going to be like, thank you. Thank you. I will accept in this very moment that I'm not a piece of shit, and then I'll hate myself later. But I'm believing more and more in the duality of life. Like, I can humbly hate myself and confidently love myself on the same day. I think I can do that. I think I can have a nice balance. I can be enough and I can be ambitious. I'm holding space for all things. All right, whatever. Sorry. All right, sorry. I love your streams and you've made my life so much better. I listen to you almost every day, and when you post a new episode, it makes me really happy that I get to listen to stories and advice. Thank you for everything that you do, and thanks for not making me feel so alone. Thanks, Andrea. I love you, Lyle. Thank you. Here's a pic of my dog. That's a nice dog. Oh, that actually is a nice dog. Here's what happened just now. I just scrolled down, and I prepared myself to say that's a nice dog, just as a blanket statement, and then I actually looked and I was like, oh wait, that actually is a nice dog. It is. It's a nice dog, and it's a nice photo of the dog. I don't have the technology to like post this on a thing, but it's a nice dog. You're gonna have to take my word for it. Thank you, Andrea. All right, Albert. Subject: I want you, Lyle. Body of the email says, so bad. ... Well, I don't know. Maybe you could have. Here's the thing. If you want to fuck someone, that's a bad email to send them. If this guy really wanted to fuck me, he could have slid in my DMs a bit better, a little bit more subtle, I think. I don't think this guy actually wants me. I think he just wanted to be crass. All right. Liam. Subject: mail episode. Spelled M-A-I-L. All right. Hi, Lyle. Long-time listener, first-time mailer/caller. Huge fan. I'm hoping you come to Canada. Manitoba, specifically. Where the fuck is that? Hold on. Let me go on maps. Mail. Manitoba. Where the hell is Manitoba, Canada? Oh, that's a whole continent. That's a whole province. That's a long. Where in Manitoba? I guess Winnipeg. If I was gonna go, I could reasonably see myself one day going to Winnipeg. I was about to say, if it's like some random place in northern Canada, I'm never gonna go there. But I could go to Winnipeg one day. Who knows? Anyway, all right. The only advice I can give is asking about how to get over the nerves of applying for university. The only advice I can give. Oh, you mean like asking? The only advice you can ask for. How can I get over the nerves of applying for university and moving away from home? I have been looking forward to it for as long as I can remember, but now that it's time, I am scared. How can I get over the nerves of moving away from home? Okay. I assume this person is like 17 or 18 or something. Probably 18 because they're applying for university and moving away from home. Well... Look, Liam, here's the thing. If you really want to, you can live in your mom's basement forever. You don't have to. You can just live in your mom's basement forever. I mean, I don't know your mom. I don't know if she's going to kick you out, but it sounds like I'm just going to make assumptions about your life. It sounds like your mom would be okay with you living at home forever, but quietly. Quietly, she would be pissed off at you and want you to get the fuck out of her house. But you could, if you wanted to, you could be a burden to your mother forever. But you don't. But Liam, I don't know you, Liam. But you're a nice Canadian fella. I assume you're 18. You got a good 62 years probably until you're dead. Maybe even more if you don't. I mean, you have free healthcare, so you're probably good. You got 62 more. Don't you want more out of your life? Don't you want to move out of home? Don't you want to have an adventure? Don't you want to get out of there? Those nerves. It should be excitement. I mean, everyone's wired differently. Some people, they just like their familiar comforts, but I don't know, Liam. Don't you? Oh wait, hold on. I'm an idiot. I'm stupid. I have been looking forward to it for as long as I can remember. Okay, so you do want to. You've been looking forward to it, but now to this time, I'm scared. That's good though. That's good. If it wasn't scary to you, then it wouldn't be a change, and then you'd be looking forward to nothing. The nervousness and the scariness, that's what you've been looking forward to. That's good. It's good to have things in life that you're nervous about. Well, maybe not maybe not anxious about, because some things that in life that you're anxious about. But maybe even anxious, maybe even anxiety. Maybe even that's good, because it means that you still care. It means that you still give a fucking shit about it, because it's so easy to just fucking not care about anything and get strung out on heroin and whatever. It's good. It's good to be nervous. It's good to be 18 and nervous that things might not work out, because it means you still care. If you were telling me, if this email was like, hey Lyle, longtime listener, I watch your Twitch stream every day from my mom's basement where I plan to stay and be comfortable and not nervous until I die, I'd be like, well, this guy's fucked. So you're good. I'm not worried about you, Liam. All right, this is from Puggle Guest. That's a cool name. The subject is viewer mail episode. Hi, Therapy Gecko. I wanted to talk because have you heard of Scrappy Brian? He's like Scrappy Doo, but Brian from Family Guy. I have not heard of that, but that's cool. This is from Sam. Oh, this is a picture of me and Sam. Oh, I met Sam. This is from Richmond, Virginia, I want to say. Okay, hell yeah. Okay, I remembered that. I remembered that background. Okay, Geck. I sincerely appreciate the energy you've put into your endeavors and therefore the world. Thank you. I appreciate that because I really sometimes feel like I just sit around and eat food all day. You make my 80-minute commute so much easier. What the fuck are you commuting 80 minutes for? And I especially want to thank you for taking my call back in August. I'm Shep from the episode Love Makes Me Impulsive. Okay, I don't remember names. But let me go to the episode because I want to remember. Is this? For members of the audience. Oh crap! Is this? Crap! I don't. Which? Hold on. Shep. Hold on. Let me go into my Google Drive and look for Shep because I have notes on all the podcasts. Shep or Shet? Hold on. Oh, Shep. Oh, okay. Wait. Hold on. Maybe I do remember this guy, Shep. What? Like, crap. There were 3 callers in that episode, and I can't tell which one you are based off of just the name. Let me look in the chat. Does chat remember any of that? All right. Well, were you the caller? All right. Whatever. All right. I'm Shep from the episode Love Makes Me Impulsive. Were you the first caller? Why is this bothering me so much? Just for future, I don't remember. I really can't remember anyone based off of just names. But if you were like, I'm the guy from the episode who talked about this, I'll definitely be able to remember. Oh, there's an 80% chance I'll be able to remember it. But anyway, all right, whatever. I'm okay. I'm Shep from the episode Love Makes Me Impulsive. I found a job and life is a little better now. If we're doing questions in these things, sure. I'd like to ask if you have any advice on trying to find a partner when you live in a small pond. Small town romance is not easy at 28 years old. Anyway, keep being amazing, and I hope I'll see you again. Meeting you in Richmond, Virginia was a blast. I knew I recognized the background. I attached the pic from the meet and greet. I'm proud to report I've lost 40 pounds since this pic. Oh, that rocks. Best wishes, Shep. P.S. Don't listen to the haters. Your face was not meant to be read. All right. Okay. Listen, Shep. I'm just gonna why don't you just move? You've listed multiple things. I mean, you've listed multiple things about where you live that sound bad. You have an 80-minute commute. You live in a small town where you are having trouble meeting anyone. Why don't you go somewhere else? Do you live in we met at the Richmond, Virginia show. I'm going to assume you don't live in Richmond, Virginia. I'm going to assume you live 80 minutes outside of Richmond, Virginia. Why don't you just move to Richmond, Virginia? What's the fucking population of Richmond, Virginia? Richmond, Virginia population. We had an episode. I don't know if you guys remember this. Okay, there's a population of 230,000 people. All right, that's fine. We had a fucking episode like a few months ago where this woman talked about how she moved to Richmond, Virginia and started like a pinball league and started meeting people. And I thought that was awesome. So, just move. That's my suggestion. Just move. It sounds like the small town you live in is bad for your life. So, why don't you move? Which caller was it? God damn it. Was it the first one? Was it the one who... Okay, there's 3 callers. There's one... I remember the first caller, and that was a guy who almost joined a cult. There was a guy who tries to say positive after getting fired, and then there was a caller who ripped his penis. And you could be any one of those people. All right, I hope you're doing good, Shep. Let's keep going. All right, this is Rona. Subject line, intimate relationship with zebras. This is definitely a troll, but I'm gonna indulge. Hello, Therapy Gecko. I need your advice. Me, a 57-year-old man on schizophrenia medication, have recently developed feelings to zebras I have felt for my ex-wife, Susan. All right. I'm going to read this exactly as it's written. I don't know what makes me feel like it. Maybe it's their stripes that seduce me. In my country... What's your country? What's your country? Does anyone guess what country this is where they have sex with zebras? In my country, we have zoos that allow people to pet animals, including zebras. Last Saturday, I had a fantasy of a zebra saying she will let me lick her stripes, and I couldn't help myself but see what it really... Do I need to read... All right, I'm gonna read the... You know what? I'm gonna finish reading this email because I read the rest of it in my head. I'm gonna finish reading it aloud so that you all have to read the same thing I had to read. Last Saturday, I had a fantasy of a zebra saying she would let me lick her stripes, and I couldn't help myself but see what it really feels like. Needless to say, I am only half man now since she kicked me in the balls. I think that meant to say I'm only half man now since she kicked me in the balls. But worse, I got put on the do not enter the zoo list since, as they said, I caused a traumatic event to a minor by having him watch me put the zebra stripes in my mouth. I have to. All right. On this platform, I would like to say sorry to my ex-wife, Susan. Baby, I'm sorry I said I would microwave your hamster. If you spoke to me one more time, thank you dearly. Rona. This could be a man with schizophrenia. This could very well be a man in a foreign country. This could very well actually be a 57-year-old man in a foreign country with schizophrenia. Let me tell you guys something, and this is, I'm going to overall just clarify my opinion on trolls in general, because that's one of the questions I get a lot is like, do you think that people who call into your show and say crazy shit are trolling? And I'm just, as the guy in the driver's seat who is listening to all this stuff and taking it all in and like listening to people, and sometimes, you know, if it's a live show or a street thing, like looking people in the eye while they're telling me, I sincerely believe there's a greater chance. I don't think this guy actually like licked a zebra or whatever. There might be a half-truth. I sincerely believe there's a stronger chance that this is a 57-year-old man with schizophrenia in a foreign country than it's like a 16-year-old in Minnesota who's just bored and fucking with me. I think people tend to err on, I think people on the internet tend to err on the side of like, we're being trolled because they're defensive. Because the worst thing that could ever happen to someone, because for them, the worst thing that could ever happen is that they got trolled. Is that someone took them for a ride. You know? I don't give a fuck. I will take you at face value. Because I don't really care if you're taking me for a ride. I mean, I care a little bit. I'd prefer you to not. The show works. The best encounters that I have doing this are ones where people are completely being, you know, real and authentic. But I generally err on the side of this person is being sincere with me. I think 96% of the people I interact with doing this are being sincere with me. That's just from my perspective in the driver's seat. I believe that. I'm going to give it a 60-40 on this guy is a 57-year-old schizophrenic man in a foreign country. 60% that he is, 40% that he isn't. All right, let's move on. This is from Willis. Subject line, "Hey, Mr. Geck. Hey, Geck, hope you're doing well. I'm currently procrastinating on my college work, but I saw your post and decided to write you an email. I've been having major imposter syndrome running a club at my college. It's a fairly big club, and this is my first time doing any form of extracurricular activities. That rocks. In high school, I never did anything except focus on school. Rock and roll. In my freshman year of college, I became an intern for the club, and this year I took up the president position. Moving on up. Willis is moving on up. I took it because when me and my fellow interns were picking executive board positions, nobody wanted to be president. I mean, I don't know why anyone ever would want to be the president of anything. I personally didn't care what position I had as long as it wasn't creative-based. I decided to take one for the team and decided to be president. So far, it's been all right, but at times it can be stressful. Do you have any forms of advice in how to go about this Sorry, I skipped a little bit. I have these phases of feeling good about what I'm doing, and then other days I feel an imposter syndrome, as if I don't belong in the position I'm in, since I have literally zero leadership experience under my belt, and sometimes I feel lost, but everyone says I'm doing a great job, although I hope they aren't lying to me. Do you have any form of advice in terms of how to go about this problem? Overall, this is my first time balancing multiple things on my plate at once. School, extracurriculars, taking care of myself, friends. And to this day, I'm still learning how to balance this position. By the way, sorry for my sniffles. I'm a little sick. So this is a good time to be doing this episode because this way I won't get any of the callers sick. I want to be able to look in the mirror confidently and be proud of where I got to today, but it is hard to do when I have no idea what I'm doing in a big power position. Listen, Willis. I don't what. First of all, Willis, I really appreciate your sincerity and I appreciate your problem. But what are you the president of? You're like that. What are you? First, okay, as a freshman in college, I just need you to know, as a freshman in college, there is no club that you could be the president of that you could sincerely refer to as a big power position. And I don't mean that to be offensive. I really mean that as like, just relax, man. It's all good. You're going to be okay. I just don't, what are you the president of where you're making giant positions as a freshman and where you're making like giant decisions? Also, I hope you can come back to Charlotte, North Carolina one day. I met you and wish I got to talk to you more, but I was too nervous. Loved the show last year. Didn't come to the one this year. And he sent a little picture. What's up, Willis? I guess, well, okay. I mean, that's my one thing is like, listen, bro, you're a freshman in college and you're the president of some club. You're fine. If you were the president of the United States, maybe you would have a little bit imposter syndrome. Maybe there's a little bit more room to be feeling crazy. But like, you're fine. I'm just reading this and I'm like, dude, you're fine. You're fine. How do I balance school, extracurriculars, taking care of myself, relationships, friends? I have some real advice actually, because I'm thinking about this. Just identify, like, you got to 80-20 your life, dude. You got to 80-20 your life. So like, think about, you guys know what the 80-20 principle is? I've been thinking about it a lot. It actually is like fucking genius. It changed my life when I started thinking about it. 20% of the work that you do in your life is responsible for 80% of the actual results in your life. What I mean by that is, let's say that like you like feel stretched thin by like all of your like relationships and all your friendships and like people fucking texting you and whatever. Just pick like the few people that you really fucking like and just like make sure you're keeping in good contact with them and you're fine. Let's say you have a bunch of schoolwork and a bunch of extracurriculars and a bunch of whatever. Just pick the like 20% of the... it basically means like of all the bullshit that you fucking put yourself through on a daily basis, only 20% of it like really matters. Like really just boil it all down to what really fucking matters, what really moves the needle forward in your life. And when you ask that question scathingly, you strip everything away, you're kind of like, oh, it's not that much. So I would do that. I would go, what's his name? Willis, Willis, look up the 80-20 principle. Also, you're fine, dude. Fucking, he didn't even say what this club is. I hope him listening to me saying that he's fine and that this thing, I'm sorry, I feel like he's like, I'm in this club and I'm just sitting here like, what you care about doesn't matter. But I'm not saying that from a place of like, how do I put this? I think I put it okay. You're gonna be fine, dude. Just live your life. Just be happy. Don't be stressed out all the time. I know that's such blanket fucking bullshit advice, but look up the 80-20 principle. Just take 20%. I do this with my I'll give you an example. Like I was, I want to maintain. I have a goal of maintaining my Gecko thing that I do, and it's like, what of all the like random bullcrap that I could be running around doing to like do my job, they're really only like 20% of what I do is like actually important. And I've noticed the things that are actually important in my job is anything that involves like actually making stuff. Like this podcast. Like the only things that really matter are like having interesting conversations with people and making sure that the podcast is good and like posting clips of it so that people can find out about it. Everything else is kind of bullshit. Like having a having like a funny Twitch notification background thing is like it's stupid. Like I've just focused on the things that actually matter, and that's like me being present when I'm doing this, and me caring about the actual like creative what I'm doing, and like answering random emails and like looking myself up on Reddit or things that don't actually fucking do anything. So I'm just relegating it to the only the things that matter. All right. Anyway. Okay, let's keep going. How long have I been going for? 51 minutes, it seems. I could keep. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna get through all the emails. Should I do this? Should I do this in 2 parts? Let's see if people like this, and then maybe I'll do this. I mean, I like this. I'm people. I want to keep doing this. This is fun. I've only got through like a few of these emails, and I have a billion more. All right. Oh, this one's fun. Joey. This is from Joey. Subject line, you interrupted me having sex. Joey says, about 2 years ago, me and my girlfriend were trying to get into your show, so we called and we were waiting for some time. I don't remember how long, probably an hour or so. While we were on hold, we were in bed chilling, watching TV with the volume low so we could hear you if you picked up. Eventually, we forgot we were on hold and we ended up having sex. And probably like 6 to 7 minutes and 2 positions in, you answered the phone and we heard the voice and stopped. And it took a few seconds for us to remember that we called. And my girlfriend hopped up and answered the phone since she was the one calling with the story. I don't want to tell you who the caller was because it was a pretty personal story of hers. That's kind of funny that she wanted to talk to me more than she wanted to have sex with you in that moment. Moving on. This is from Kane. Have you ever played The Binding of Isaac? I have. If so, let me know. If not, you should try it out. Love, Kane from the UK. What's up, Kane? I have played The Binding of Isaac. I played it a long time ago. Fuck, I must have played that game when I was in middle school. How old is that game? Let me look it up. The Binding of Isaac. ...2011, yeah, I played this when I was in middle school, like on the Xbox. It's a roguelike. Roguelike, I'm on the Wikipedia page for roguelike. You have like procedural genre. I guess I played Hades, and I played Hades, and that game was... I didn't like it. I didn't like that game. I don't really like roguelikes, and I don't really remember loving The Binding of Isaac either. But thank you for asking me if I have played this video game, and thanks for messaging from the UK, Kane. All right, this is from Brian, or Bria. Words for you to read is the subject line. Hello, Gek. I am 19 and from the UK. I'm not sure how these email things work yet. You're talking like you're from the fucking 1900s. As you only posted it on your Instagram, but I've been listening to you for years, every single episode, besides the Gek Legend ones, because I don't know how to transfer... Oh, okay. They're saying... Because I don't know how to... Okay. I've listened to every episode except the bonus ones because I don't know how to transfer pounds to dollars online. I don't know how to do that either. Anyway, I suppose I wanted to talk about my struggles and seek your advice. I've been homebound for 3 years now. I suffer from horrible anxiety that I've always had since I was little, and I find it really hard to get a job as my panic attacks can lead to vomiting, and that's not very good out in public. Since I've been alone and away from everything for so long, I've probably become even worse. I don't have any friends, and I don't know how to make them. I live on a small island and don't talk to anyone from school anymore, so it's hard to make friends. I just wonder if there's any hope for me, to be honest. Each day that goes by lowers my mood, and I'm getting lonelier every day, and I just don't know what to do. I'm in counseling and take medication for mental health already. Okay. Getting a job is super hard, but I've been pushing myself and trying my hardest. I really want to be able to move out in the future, as my household can be toxic sometimes, but I have no idea how I will get money in this economy. Any thoughts? Side note, I'm going to your November show in Clapham. I'm a massive fan. Love you. Well, Brian. Well, okay. I have some thoughts. I mean, just overall, I feel bad for this person. This is a tough, like, just health issues fucking suck. I know that's not the most poignant takeaway from this, but that's just what I feel is like, man, fucking. Okay, so you're going to my show in London. Okay, so you can leave the house. This is what I'm curious about. So you're going to my show, so you can leave the house enough that you can, like, go to a show. I'm gonna assume, because you're saying you're going to my show, that you can leave the house enough. You can leave. Okay, you can leave the house and go to a crowded, like, event, a theater. You're saying that you have the ability to do that. So, like, you say I'm pretty homebound. This is why I have follow-up questions for this person. And I'm just trying to make inferences from what they're saying to me. And the inference is that they're going to my show, which means that they can leave the house if they want to. I guess. That's just hard. That's what I'm wondering. That's what if I could talk to this person, I would be like, that's what I don't get. If they're coming to my show, it means that they can summon the energy occasionally to leave the house. Okay, I'm going to assume that they can do that. So, here's my thought. Sorry, I still have the sniffles. My thought is, I mean, you're 19. You have 61 years until you're dead. Maybe more because you're in the UK. I feel like in the UK, there's a lot of, like, 90-year-old British people. I feel like a lot of British people are old. All right. If I were you, I would summon whatever energy you can, even if it's not a lot, even if it's once a month, whatever energy you can summon to leave the house and do some shit. Just take it, like, audit your energy. Audit what you feel like audit, like, the bare minimum of what you feel like you can do, and just start doing that. My panic attacks can lead to vomiting. That's not very. But now I'm like, what triggers your panic attack? I want to, man. This is one of the ones where I wish I could talk to, because I want to know what your real therapist says. How to get money in this economy? I don't know. The economy's fucked. I mean, maybe it's better in the UK. It's so that you can move out. When you're only 19, you can probably live at your parents' house for another 5 years and just save up money and get some kind of whatever fucking job. I live on a small island. Do they have little jobs on the little island that you can work while you're living in your parents' house? Well, I'd save up some money. I don't know. I can't get over the fact that, like, this person's going to my show, which means that they can leave the house when they want to. It seems. Even if it's like it takes. I'm not saying that in a sense of, like, oh, they're fucking lying. I'm saying that in a sense of, like, we have evidence that if this person can hold it together enough to go to a thing if they want to. So I'm like, how often can they do that? Can they do that? Like, can you leave your house once a week and go to a show? Go to an event? I mean, I'm doing this shit in London. You can leave the house and go to London to go to my show. Can you do that once a month? Go to London and go to, like, what do you like? Do you like music? Do you like comedy? Do you like art? I mean, you're near enough to fucking London, like a major city. can you get out? How often can you realistically put yourself out there? I don't know. Well, I wonder what's the chat think. Someone said you can go to a park or your front yard for free. By the way, that's a real that's so real. What this person like okay, you don't have maybe I'm just like maybe I'm on the thing of like oh, you got to go into London and go to like a crazy thing, but you should literally just try getting out of the house and walking around your neighborhood often. Just like leave. Just leave. Just walk outside as much as you physically feel like you can. That's the best I got. That's the best I got. That's what I do when I'm going insane. Is I just leave. And I'm trying to make more friends too, and that's why I just leave. Just leave the house. Because sometimes a lot of these issues, like even if you leave the house and you don't make any new friends, you kind of just feel better that you tried. Right? You just feel better that you tried. So, again, if you can leave your house in November to go to my show in London, just keep leaving your house. Just keep leaving your house, Brian. Good luck. What's the chat say? London is mad expensive. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's a whole... I was thinking that too. I was like, it's probably a crazy money thing. But what the other person in the chat said is accurate, where it's like you can also just walk outside. All right. How long have I been going for? An hour? Okay, I kind of want to keep going. Let's see. I'm checking Twitch. I want to see how many people are watching this live. I want to see if it's less. Oh, it's about the same. I'm having fun. I'm enjoying doing this. I'm going to keep making episodes of viewer mail. Even if this gets less downloads, I'm still going to do it. Or maybe I won't. I don't know. But I'm having fun. I'm having fun. That's what matters. I'm having fun. I'm feeling like this is good. This is a good thing to do. Let's keep doing it. All right. This is from Liam. I'm a bartender, and I have been for quite a while now. People often don't realize how often bartenders in general are on a substance and how often we fuck with annoying customers' drinks. Jesus. I've had multiple coworkers who most of the time are either drunk, high, or in some kind of mind-altering state on a shift. One of them once took a tab of acid the night before a morning shift, and he was slightly feeling the effects when he came into work. Wasn't good, I'll tell you that. Also, if you're a rude customer, like the bottom 5%, then there's a chance you've drank something watered down with spit in it or a dirty glass. Oh my god, I wish... I'm forwarding this email to John Taffer because this is not cool. I mean, whatever, if you want to water something down, but don't fucking spit in it, Jesus. All right. Connor, this is from Connor. Subject line, hell yeah. Right now, dear Lyle, right now I'm supposed to be at work installing appliances in an old folks' home, but instead I am writing to you. What are your top 3 least favorite candies? Thank you for asking this question. By the way, loved meeting you at the show in Pittsburgh. You killed it. Thank you, sir. Lyle. Oh, then he wrote me a poem. Lyle Crocodile, hope your name is not on file. Jesus. I hope you find a very nice rock to live out your gecko life. That's not what I thought he was going to rhyme rock with. And fold neatly your gecko socks. Geck bless, love Connor. Least favorite candies. I'm going to go licorice. Red vines. I think red vines are disgusting. They're like Twizzlers, but with no flavor. Like black. Oh wait, what did I first say? Wait, what is red vines, black licorice, and maybe like hard butterscotch. It gets too much in your teeth. This is from Eddie. Subject line, would you be mad? This is from Eddie. Hi, my name's Eddie. Would it piss you off if I wore a penguin costume and broke bad news to people on like stream and stuff? No. Seeing you do this stuff really motivated me to want to do something similar, but I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't want to do it if it would make you upset or make you think I'm copying you. Let me know because I wanted your opinion before I started doing it. No, this wouldn't make me mad. I get emails like this sometimes where people are like, hey man, I love what you do. I was wondering if I could start a call-in show. I don't really want to like encroach on your turf. And it's like, guys, people have been doing call-in shows since like forever. I did not invent doing call-in radio. You know, that's been a thing since like I'm making this up. That's been a thing since like the 70s. But probably, I don't know who did the first call-in show, but I did not create it. And then the whole thing of like doing it in a costume. Dude, here's the thing. At this point in my journey of doing this, if you want to dress up as a gecko, and if you want to make a YouTube channel and dress up like a gecko and call yourself Therapy Gecko and start taking phone calls and saying I'm the Therapy Gecko, it's not going to change my day-to-day life. I don't care. I really don't. It's really not going to change. I'm still going to do my podcast. Whoever's listening to it it's still probably going to listen to it. Maybe they'll like yours too. I don't know. I don't care. I'm not like, it doesn't affect me if you also wear a animal costume and take phone calls. I don't care. Here's the thing, and I'm gonna get pretentious for a second. I have my own personal methodology of conducting this show. I have my own brain and lived experience that I use to do it. As do you, Eddie. You have your own methodology to how you want to do your penguin shit. You have your own lived experience. You have your own brain. And those are the costume and the phone calls. Those aren't the things that are going to make people want to listen to your shit. It's you. You know, and you can't be me. I'm the only guy who's me, and I can't be you. You're the only guy that's you. So I don't give a fuck if you want to. I mean, other people might get mad. Other people might be like, why you, like, not the penguin thing. Do the penguin thing. I don't care. But if you dress up like a gecko and you call yourself Therapy Gecko, other people might get mad at you. But I won't. Go ahead. I'll do it. I'll be like, this is a fucking... It just won't affect me. I don't think. So, I mean, go ahead. Eddie, do whatever you want. Wear a penguin costume. Go wear I seriously, I hope that your penguin costume stream makes you happy and is fun. And I hope you make a lot of money doing it. And I hope you get really famous. And all of those things could happen to you, and none of them would affect me in any way, shape, or form. And I would be stoked for you, Eddie. So please do your penguin show. All right. Let's keep going. How long? Maybe I could do like, if it's been an hour and 9 minutes, I could do like, yeah, fuck. I'll do a few more. All right, where are we at? Okay. This is from ABD. Subject line: I saw my grandma pleasuring herself body. It was fucking terrifying and scary, and low key, my life ain't going to be the same anymore. All right, so there's more of a chance that the 57-year-old schizophrenic guy who wants to fuck zebras is telling the truth than this person is telling the truth. If this person wrote more than one sentence about it, maybe I'd believe them. But fuck it, maybe they did. Maybe they saw their grandma pleasuring herself. You know what? I'm going to take this at face value. I'm going to actually answer this. They just call themselves ABD. Listen, ABD, your grandmother, how old's your grandma? Your grandma's probably like 80, 70, 80. You should be happy for your grandma that she's still, because your grandma and I don't know anything about your grandma. Your grandfather might be dead, and your grandfather might have been dead for a long time, in which case your grandma has not had sex for a long, long time. And as much as we'd like to believe that when we get older we stop being horny, I don't think that's true. I think if you're horny, you're just fucking horny forever, and it never fucking goes away. And so your grandma is horny, and she's jerking. Let her fucking jerk off, dude. She raised your parents. She probably helped you out a little bit. Okay, so you guys probably live in the same fucking house. She probably helped you out in some way, shape, or form. Let your grandma jerk off. Why do you care if your grandma's jerking off? Let her jerk off. You know? Hire her like an escort or something. If you really want to not watch her jerk off. All right. This is from Audrey. Hey, piss story. That's what it says. Hi, my name is Joy. Oh, okay. Well, hi, Joy. My name is Joy. I am so over COVID. Oh, wait. No. That's not what it says. Hi, okay. I thought it said I am so over COVID. What she meant to write was, hi, my name is Joe. So, over COVID, comma, okay. Hi, my name is Joy. So, over COVID, comma, I worked at FedEx. I was only there 2 months, but I made a mark. So I was on the belt lines where you gotta load trucks and shit, and the drivers don't have bathrooms, so they're pissing in Gatorade bottles and shit. It grossed me out. It's one thing to piss in a bottle, but to not throw it away is gross AF. You know what? I'll give you that. As a guy who's pissed in many bottles and kept them for no reason, I'll give you that. I'd complain to my manager basically every day, and I'd be told to either ignore it and work in close proximity to the piss, or to dispose of it of myself. That's fucked up. Your boss was just like, if you don't like it, why don't you throw them away yourself? Goddamn. All right. That shit made me mad. This one faithful day, I came across a huge plastic strawberry kiwi Snapple bottle completely filled with piss. So I kicked the bottle off the platform and wedged the bottle beneath the tire of a truck I was loading. The trucks leave like an hour after we load. The next morning, I noticed all the drivers were in meetings. Mind you, there were like 600 people working at this facility. Everyone was talking about the mysterious pissplosion. Okay, so she strategically kicked a bottle of piss underneath the tire of a truck so that the truck would explode the piss bottle. The last few weeks I was there, I didn't see a single piss bottle. Okay, so basically she caused a piss explosion that was kind of like the Oppenheimer bomb that ended the war, essentially. She dropped a war-ending nuclear piss bomb on this situation that just got everyone to be like, we're not playing around anymore with the piss. Also, I love you, Lyle Greenheart. You're taking matters into your own hands, Joy. I respect that. This is from Jade. Subject line, final words. Hello, Geck. I've wanted to call in to talk to you, but I don't understand time zones with my busy schedule. Once I'm home from work, my brain is soup. I have a funny, sad story of one of the final conversations with my grandfather that many listeners would love. Most of us have been hit with the financial hardships of 2024, and I was feeling it early on in the year as my family was getting together to celebrate yet another Christmas. Growing up, I was always encouraged to be artistic by my grandparents. My grandmother was always showing me new crafty tricks. She thought it would be worthwhile to share her party trick with me at a young age. I was about 5 when I discovered I could do her party trick as well. Oh, God. I hope it's not the same party trick as the other guy's grandma. This trick being writing people's names using my feet. This on its own can get some good laughs from everyone, but as an adult, I've thought about how I could turn that into a business. Oh, you can turn that into a business, all right. You can definitely turn that into a business. I don't know if I don't know if it'll be the kind of business you want. But if the question is, can you turn that into a business? The answer is definitely yes. There's lots of websites where people will pay you to write their name with your feet. Okay. I'm joking with my grandpa about selling feet pics since my art business hasn't been gaining traction like I thought it would. My boyfriend chimed in and said he'd buy the camera for it and help take the videos. That's a good boyfriend. Everyone was laughing about how they'd help support me in my feet pic endeavor, but they wouldn't look at my content. Well, flash forward just a couple weeks, and I get the heart-wrenching call that my grandpa had unexpectedly dropped dead. Is this a story about a woman who starts a foot OnlyFans to honor her dead grandfather? I have to read the rest of the email. At the time, I wasn't reminiscing on our last conversation. But once the memorial came and I was around my cousins, I figured that would be a great time to share. It sure put a smile on our faces during such a crappy time. Moral of the story is you never know when it'll be your last time seeing someone, so make sure you give them something to smile about. Side note, can you ask chat if they'd buy personalized feet names? I'm not going to ask chat. The answer is yes. The answer is yes. If you really want to do this, there will be a market for it. Thanks for having a great show. I've listened to almost every podcast. Thank you, Jade. Yeah, there's a market for this. This is an established market for this. Someone in the chat said personally no, but I bet someone will. I double that sentiment. All right, this is from Finn. How long have I been doing this? Maybe I'll do a few more. Maybe I'll go up to an hour and a half. By the way, please let me know in the comments if you want me to do more of these. I want to do more of them. I'm having fun. I have 66 unread emails that I got to get to, and maybe I'll just do this. I kind of want to do a part 2 of this. Because I have a bunch more emails to read. And so maybe I'll do like once a week. It would be cool. I could do like, I put out 2 of these a week. Maybe I could do one solo one and one kind of Dear Abby-ish viewer mail one, and then one phone call one per week. Maybe not every week. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you'd listen to. All right. Hold on. This is kind of a long email, so. Oh, crap. Did I say the person's name already? All right. All right, this is from Gene. Subject line, how to get over bisexual men. Hello. I am addicted to bisexual men. I don't know if I can go back to straight men. Please, how do I get over these bisexuals? All they know how to do is lie. This is stupid. Why? Just be whoever you fucking... You're fine. I know this person. I feel like such a lame-o because a lot of these people, I know that they're joking, and I don't want to come in being like, I know that these people are joking, but I don't want to come in being like, whatever, I'm going to do it anyway. Okay. Obviously not all, no, it's so annoying. This person's joking. Never mind. I'm not going to do this because my only retort is going to be something sincere, and I can't fight someone joking with with sincerity. All right. This is from Jorge or George. Sorry. All right, the subject line is peak season. Hello. I already hate my job and how boring it is and how worse it got after a year of being here. I don't talk to anybody at all, and I just fester in my thoughts most of the time. I hate it. I start getting bored of podcasts and music at this point, and I don't know what to do about it. Peak season might be the end of me. IDK, it depends how I feel, but most of the time it's this. Do you have any advice so I don't go insane in my head during peak season, November to December? I might start relying on weed, but it's a dumb fucking idea. As someone who does drugs to get through life, it's not a good idea. I really actually want to help this person, but I don't know if I can give this person accurate feedback without knowing what their job is, or if they have any savings, or where they live, or what they like, or any of that shit. Do I have any advice so you don't go insane? Well, ideally you're living a life that doesn't drive you insane all the time, but you do need money to live. And so I'm just like, how can you make money to live while not going insane all the time? But in order to answer that question, I feel like I'd have to talk to you. I'm optimistic, though. I think it's possible. So I don't know. I'm going to skip this one. Do you have any advice on not going insane? I'm going to skip this one. Just smoke weed and you'll be fine. No, don't actually. I mean, you're going to do it. So hang in there, George. Sorry, that one was bad. All right. What, does anyone in the chat have thoughts? All right, whatever. All right. This is from Charlie. Subject line, Hi, Lyle. Charlie says, Hey, Lyle, I'm a longtime listener. I love your podcast and videos. Thank you, Charlie. My name is Charlie. Hi, Charlie. I am 22 years old, and I'm having this issue with myself recently. I lost my dream job over me being irresponsible. I had moved out of my mom's because I was making enough money to pay for my own place, and I felt like I gained some freedom, so I started to smoke a lot more pot than what I used to, which led to me oversleeping a couple times and being late to work, which they didn't tolerate and they fired me for. Now I don't see any purpose in life. I don't know what else to do, how to be happy with myself and my life. Charlie, 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 Charlie. Charlie, sometimes in life, you fucking fuck up. Sometimes in life, you just fuck up. It's so weird. Like, I've been thinking a lot. I've been thinking about this a lot. I've been thinking about how much of life is deterministic versus in our own control. And I think back to all the times in my life in which I was fucking stupid and fucked something up. And looking back at those times now, I'm like, I don't know if a universe existed where I didn't fuck that up. Because I only had the emotional intelligence and perspective and in general intelligence that I had at that time, which was unfortunately not a lot. It was unfortunately not enough to not fuck up. I think I've been talking a lot about duality and like holding space for both things, and I think you can kind of hold space for like, I was kind of gonna, not like I was gonna fuck that up anyway, so who cares, but like, you can, like, a little bit of that, but also, you know, you gotta, like, don't hate yourself into like, oh, I suck and I'm gonna be shitty and I don't know what else to, I have no purpose in life. I mean, you're 22, you know, you have a lot of room to learn from your mistakes and not fuck up next time. You know, so that's what I would do, Charlie, is I would try to adopt an abundance mindset. I'm going to get motivational speaker with you. Adopt an abundance mindset. Just don't like, you'll get, what's the dream job, Charlie? What's the dream job? I want to know what this job was, and I want to know why you can't find a similar job, or why you can't. If I had to place a bet on whether or not I felt like you could find employment again, I would bet that you could. So look at your life. So why don't you look at your life from the way that I'm looking at it, which is I don't know you at all. You're just a random 22-year-old who was employed and is now not. And I believe, I'm optimistic you will find, you can find purpose and happiness in life. You didn't you're not like in jail. You didn't like get someone pregnant and now you have to take care of a kid. You didn't like kill, like you're gonna be fine. Just keep going. Just keep moving forward. Like if you need a day to go, I'm such a fucking dumbass that I did this and I fucking suck. Take your day to hate yourself if you need it, but don't do it. If you just don't do it forever, because then you're just throwing away your youth. You have when I just look at your life just by the fact that you're 22 and you're not in jail or dead or seriously injured, I'm like, oh my, you have so much to your advantage. So just take inventory of everything that's at your advantage and work off of that instead of being like, I'm a piece of shit for, I mean, yeah, take a little bit of time, examine it. Don't move on so quickly. Be like, I probably shouldn't have done that. That was probably a little stupid. I won't do it next time. Learn, examine, analyze, but don't, you don't have to fuck yourself forever. You can get another job. Charlie, what was this job? I'm actually really enjoying like reading people's reading stuff, but I am kind of like some details that would make this easier. All right, I'm gonna read literally one more, and then I'm going to stop, and then I'm going to conclude this. Okay, let's see here. Okay, this is from Dylan. Subject line: I broke my foot back in April and have done nothing about it. like nothing? You just didn't go to the hospital? Okay, let me read the email. Hi, Gek. Currently writing this on the toilet at work. Very nice. So yeah, pretty sure I broke my foot back in April this year. Go to a fucking doctor. I was at a wedding and we were dancing. Freebird came on. Shout out Freebird. That was the final boss song of Guitar Hero 2. Freebird came on and I have a dance move called the country high step. Do you know how sumo wrestlers do their big sweep step before they fight? Well, it's like that, but if you grab your belt buckle and jump while you're slamming your foot on the ground. That sounds bad. Picture a gold miner in the 1800s doing a little jig because he found a nugget, and you got it. That's very specific. Anyways, I was doing that, and I slammed my foot down one good time, and I felt a pop. Immediately thought, oh, this isn't good, and sat down. For the next few weeks, I couldn't put pressure on the left side of my right foot. My solution was to wear slippers everywhere. Go to a fucking doctor! So it's been 6-ish months, and now there's a twinge in it when I step wrong, and I have a slight permanent bump where my left foot has none. Alright, pretty sure my manager is standing outside of my stall, so that's it. Have fun with Gecking. Take care. Have a great day, Dylan. P.S. I'm the cowboy from the Seattle show in 2022. Extra points if you remember that. I absolutely remember that. I absolutely remember the cowboy from the Seattle show in 2022 because, dude, I'm going to try to tell this story correctly. There was a guy who came on stage at my Seattle show at the Crocodile. Shout out the Crocodile. Great venue. 2 years ago. And he just wanted to talk about being a cowboy. And then, I think some girl asked him a question like if he was single, because like there's a part of the show where I'm like, does anyone have any questions for the guest? And some girl asked him a question like if he was single, and I just remember seeing them like talking after the show, and I think either him or like somebody else wrote like a Post-it note to me that said the Cowboy scored, and I was like, I don't know what that. I was like, what? Oh, no, I remember you. I do remember the Cowboy. Anyway, Dylan. Okay, here's what bothers me about this. You wrote, all right, pretty sure my manager is standing outside of the stall. It sounds like you're employed, Dylan. It sounds like you're employed. I don't know what you do. I don't know if you're actually a cowboy. Do you have health insurance? Go see even if you don't have health insurance, just go see a doctor. Dylan. Why are you asking me for advice? I don't even think you're asking me for advice in this. You're just sharing. You just want to share that your foot is about to fall off. Dylan, go to a doctor, all right? I do remember you. You wrote extra points if you remember that. Can I cash in the extra points that you're giving me to get you to go to a doctor? Because if I can, that's what I'm going to do. Go to a doctor, Dylan. I broke my foot back in April and I have done nothing about it. How do you not... Just because you like dressing up as a cowboy doesn't mean you have to literally live like it's the 1800s where you just break your foot and die. We live in 2024. Go get your foot fixed. All right, that's it. I have 63 unread emails. I don't know. I want to read them. I want to read all of these emails, but I just don't have... an hour and a half feels pretty good podcast length to me. Folks, let me know what you thought about this. Spotify has comments now. Spotify has a comment section, so go ahead and hit that Spotify comment section. Go ahead and hit that fucking YouTube comment section. Thanks for letting me try this. I'm excited about it. I had a lot of fun doing this. I kind of want maybe if people like these, I might spruce them in amongst the phone call episodes. Kind of maybe do like one of each a week or something like that. I don't know. Whatever. Maybe just phone. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Maybe I'll just do this once a month. I don't know. Just let me know what you think. Anything else? My tour is almost over. Go to therapygeckotour.com. I have a few tickets left and literally less than 10 left for my show in Los Angeles on November 9th. I'm about to go to Europe. I'm going to London, Berlin, Manchester, Amsterdam, Cologne, Glasgow, and Dublin. And then I'm ending in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And you can get tickets to all of those shows at therapygeckotour.com. And then I'm probably going to take a very long time. Again, I haven't decided yet, but I'm probably going to take a fairly decent amount of time off of streaming. Not streaming. I'm going to take a fairly decent time away from touring. I feel so lucky and grateful and happy that I pretty much did 2 back-to-back world tours, 2024 and 2023, and it was awesome. And I had a fucking great fucking time. I'm ready to enter a phase in my life where I'm going to try to prioritize my physical health because it ain't good. So, come see me while I'm still alive. That was dark, but it's true. Come see me. Then I'll probably tour again, maybe late 2025 or early 2026. But for now, if you live in Europe or Los Angeles or whatever the other place I said was, Minneapolis, Minnesota, come to those shows. Anything else? This was fun. I liked this format. I'm gonna keep doing shit like this. I have more to rant about. I'm always thinking about life, and I'm always. And now I have a thing where I can share all my stupid thoughts to a really a nice group of people. I'm really happy with the audience that I have. It's like the perfect. Yeah, it feels perfect. Like I don't want to be like a Joe Rogan guy where like everyone listens to that's too many people listening to what you have to say. That's too many. I don't think any one person should have that many people listening to what they have to say. You know, I feel like the amount of people that I have listening to what I have to say is a perfect amount. No more, no less. This is a perfect thing. So thank you guys. And I don't know. I'm crazy. Thanks for listening to my thing. And share it with your friends. Share it. Leave a review on Apple Podcasts. All right, now I'm just, do all that stuff. All right, thanks. Bye. See you again soon.